welcome to the MAAS Info live demo session on Unreal Engine platform. And we have Akash Roy here, who is the authorized instructor on the Unreal platform, who will take us through this demo live session. Over to you, Akash. Thank you.
Thank you, Anand, for the introduction. So, hey everyone, this is Akash Roy. I'll be your mentor for today's demo session. As Anand already mentioned, like I'm a authorized Unreal instructor. So, yeah. So just a little bit about myself. So I'm Akash Roy. I'm from Madhya Pradesh. There is a small village called Badwani. I have been in the game development industry for almost 3 years. Like my passion. I think someone's mic is okay. So yeah, my passion is creating games. So I started developing games. I love computer graphics, and it leads me into this field. And I love this job very much. There are some games which I've worked on. So like one of the best is a Plutonias. There is a Luminance, Mr. Stoner, and some other product-based product from the Unreal Engine. And as you know, like UI. My hobbies include reading books. I love drawing. I make amazing things. So that's me. So there are some screenshots of my previous project and works basically. So as you can see at the very top left, it's audio visualizer. And there is a game. This is the Plutonians, which is currently like it's on the development, you can say, but this is the one of the AAA kind of thing. And yeah, this is the whole me. So in the today's session, we'll just get to know about what is a game engine, and we'll get to know about the Unreal Engine itself. So there are some basic example of, as you're already aware of, few games like PUBG and Final Fantasy. These all are made within the Unreal Engine. There is a recent game launched called Kina from the Umber Lab, and Epic has its own product called Fortnite. So this is the product, you can say, from Unreal Engine itself. So these are the top-notch game in the industry which uses Unreal Engine to build their games. And it's not limited to only games. There are some other fields as well. Like if you want to explore the architecture and the visualization field, then there are no limitations. There is this tool called Twin Motion. So recently Epic acquired that tool as well. So if you want to, build your career in the architecture and visualization field, feel free to use Unreal Engine. So you can see some of the great examples here, like the hyper realistic renders. If you are planning to build some modern cities or any architectural plant, let's say it's even a civil engineering thing, so you can build your own product, you can build the whole city, whole world inside the Unreal, and you already seeing the quality of the output. So there is no compromise with the quality itself. So this is the one of the field from the Epic. Then again, no limitations in the field. So they use Unreal to build movies. Recently, the virtual production is getting in very high using Unreal Engine. So you see, people don't need to go to live sets. They don't waste a lot of money to reach any physical place or physical set. They just create in-house sets. There's a famous series called Westworld. So the whole series is shoot using the Unreal Engine. It's the real-time solution. So the actor or the producer or the director don't have to wait for the CG team to do the rotoscoping or the composition on the green screen. So they see the output on the back, on the behind there, and they just perform. So once the shooting is done, you can see the final product is ready. So you don't have to wait anymore. And there is recently, if you are aware of the meta humans, so one of the most popular thing is going on is hyper realistic digital humans. So as you can see the detail of this character here. So this all can be achieved inside the Unreal Engine. And yeah, this is the night scene shoot on the Australia side. Basically, this whole site is built inside the Unreal Engine, and you can never differentiate the real scene to the Unreal scene. So that's the power of Unreal. And if you just talk about the science field and the like technology field. So it is used people are using into the simulation kind of thing. So one of my recent project is to develop a solution for the military projects. So I have done the simulation thing. So at the top you can see the guy is operating using the VR headset, which is connected to the Unreal itself, and he is uh, trying that simulation. So on the other side, people are training. Like nowadays, people are getting training by using this like new tech devices like AR, VR, Microsoft HoloLens, and HTC Vibes, and they can perform the whole operation without causing a lot of money, without causing any like persons putting any person in the danger specifically. So let's say you want to learn a fly how to fly a aeroplane. So like people don't just give you the Boeing 560 or anything at the very first day. You have to go through the lot of trainings and all. So all this training can be done inside the Unreal Engine. There are best examples online available. So yeah, and no one more thing, product visualization and the automotive. So nowadays this thing is getting in very hype. Let's say you want to buy a car, let's say it's new Porsche or BMW or Audi, and you want to configure your own car. You don't want the Audi or the showroom to configure your car. You are the owner of your car, so you can configure the whole thing and just send the design to the marketing or the develop team, and they can build your own car. So you have full freedom to customize your car. Can choose your own color, texture, the fabric on the seat cover. You can customize the whole thing. So that's the whole power of the Unreal Engine. So the next thing comes like why people are using Unreal Engine. So the very first answer, it's free to use. It's the source code is free. If you want to create your own customized engine, you can create. There is no limitations on it. It gives you the hyper realistic output. There are a lot of products which already done using the Unreal Engine. Like top companies like in the previous slide, you see the Audi and the Porsche are using the Unreal Engine to develop their product, to create the cinematic trailer for their product. So that's why people are jumping into the Unreal Engine. Even the top companies like AAA companies, Ubisoft, Project Red Kit, they are also shifting to use Unreal Engine because it's totally free. It saves a lot of times. If you compare to the linear animation or linear rendering software, so it takes like almost 8 to 10 hours to render a single frame if you want to render in 8K or 16K, where Unreal gives you the flexible time. You can render in like 30 minutes to 1 hour. So that's the power of real time. And the question comes about the limitations. So that's a good question. So at the back, you see this is the product which they launched to stress their limitations on the VR devices. So let me tell you about the VR devices. So VR devices is a kind of external hardware. They have their own computational power, not as much powerful as your PC or laptop. But if you see this kind of graphics or this kind of quality you can play inside the VR, then you can understand that there is no limitation. You can stretch the limit. You can optimize the whole thing inside the Unreal. So let's dive into the Unreal to figure out by ourselves what are the limitations and not. So just give me a second. So we'll get through this product customization, basically the automotive, where we have the whole freedom to customize our product, basically. So yeah, so this is the car. It's Audi car, as you can see from the logo itself. So this is designed inside the Unreal. We people have programmed, like the professionals from the Epic or Unreal Engine have programmed this car to uh, give you the full freedom to customize according to your need, according to your design and all. So I just play the product. So this is your product basically. And let's say I don't want the red color. So I can change the color. I can still see the whole new model. So again, if you want to, in the linear pipeline, if you want to change the color and see the product, then again, you have to render the whole scene. You have to render the whole particular angle to visualize the final thing. But here you just click on the button and you change the whole color. And still, let's say, let's try to change the wheels design. So we have this lot of design here, not a lot of this, only few things, but yeah, we can put more of things. So let's say this is my design. If I want to showcase on some event or anything, so I can just give the whole exe file or app, or maybe I'll deploy on the iOS so people can use through their iPad. I can deploy on the web server as well. So they have the full control of the product itself. Let's try to change the texture. So this is the by default one. If I want to change and if I want to see in more detail, I can do that. So let's say I have created this brownish texture, this charcoal. So all this model are all, done inside Maya, Blender, or other 3D software. And we just bring all this modular 3D assets inside the Unreal. We just put together, we just put some codes there to, change all these variations and all this thing. So even I can change the design of the seat cover. And let's say if you want more hyper realistic, so let me just go back. So right now it's not that hyper realistic. So again, I can give you the full control. So you can see the RTX is on, so the lights are bouncing. You can see the product more, like shiny or the realistic basically. So see again, if you want this kind of quality on Maya, Blender, any other 3D software, then again it will take a lot of hours to render this final image. But still you can create your own screenshot. So you say screenshot is saved under the project path. So okay, so another example of the architecture and the interior. So this is again uh, done inside the Unreal, the whole lighting, the whole material thing, and the whole setup. So as you can see, the level of detailing. So again, the RTX is on. You can see the exact reflection here. So if you can see here, like we are getting the exact reflection on this, like you can say the ball or anything. So that's the thing. You'll never, differentiate like whether it's a real scene or it's a CG scene. So again, that's the whole power of Unreal Engine. So again, let me put you like, if you want to render this whole scene on other DCC tool, it will take a lot of power and a lot of computational power, and you can't use your system until it's done. So this is the whole real time. You don't have to wait like hours and hours to see the final result. So this is the final result. As you see, I can see the reflection here basically on the ball for whatever the behind this thing. So let's go near to any other objects. Let me remove something. So see, I can see the whole room on the reflection of this cup or glass basically. So that's the thing. Let's explore the other projects as well. So there is this final project, which is, this is from the game project, you can say, but it has some combination of your doubts regarding the animation, rigging, and some particle effects, basically the whole package, you see. So just give a second. Here we are. Let's load the map. Okay. So let's just play. So again, this is the whole real time. We didn't even bake the whole exe file or the project file. We are running inside the engine. So still have to, it will give you the more performance if you build for a specific platform, let's say for the Windows or for the iOS or for the Android. So it depends. So this is the demo. So it has its own controller, so I can move around the world, see the things, and you can see the level of detail itself. So again, it's more like you are using the PlayStation to see all this kind of detail inside the Unreal Engine. So that's kind of output you will get. Maybe in Zoom you'll see some, jitter effect because of the network issue, but this has the hyper realistic thing. So let's explore character and its animation basically. So right now I have the control of the character. So they introduced the new animation feature inside the Unreal, where you can create your own animation if you have the rig character basically. It follows okay, so there is a music. I forgot I shared the music. So it's taking few minutes to load the final level. And it's almost here. See, this is the final game. Let me try to stop share the audio, otherwise it will not hear my voice. So share again, stop share audio. Yep. So this is your final game, or you can say the final product, where you can interact with the character, interact with the level itself. So there are some instructions as well. So all these things are happening in the real time. So as you can see, this has the advanced cinematic system or the animation system itself. So it detects the obstacle itself, and according to the obstacle, it changes the animation. So if I say there is a small object, then it will take the small jump, but if there is a big object, then it will take a big jump. So all these things can be done inside the Unreal Engine. So you just have to tweak some nodes there. So let's go ahead. See, we have the cinematic implemented inside the project itself. So whenever we just encounter into that level, it will show that thing. So that's the, I can say, the masterpiece. So yeah, so example. So well, first of all, thank you for the presentation. Allow me to show you. Let's get to the portfolio thing. So here is me, basically. This is Akash Roy. You can call me Jungli Jaden. So this is my portfolio. So at the very beginning, if you see, this is my first step where I start learning the Unity, not the even Unreal Engine. So like it was a vast experience for me. I have like explore every software in the industry, like because I'm kind of one man army who wants to build his own game and you don't want to depend on someone. So I started my journey as a level designer. I used to place the assets, block the camera, put the lightings and all this thing. And after that, you see there are a lot of projects. So this is done in the Blender. Then I started Unreal, again Blender, Maya. So after touching Maya, I just started Houdini for the simulation. Then started create my own mechanism for the games. Again, there are some game mechanisms, and this is my final game. This is my final game. This is an audio visualizer product for the company. And then this is the last competition I went to, Epic. Basically, it's a movie making competition using the Unreal Engine. We had a lot of directors there, and to be shocking news, there is a competitor called A.R. Rahman. So we had a competition with A.R. Rahman's film. So by default, our film didn't get selected. So the thing is, like, we learn a lot of things using the Unreal Engine. So it's really important how you know like put your skills using your portfolio and all. So let me just put this one line here. I never apply for any job. So that's a good thing. I really proud on that thing. So people, like when people used to see your potential, like if you show this portfolio or the resume or you build your like profile very powerful, people will come to you. They look on your like product. If they understand all this thing, then they will just like ping you like, hey bro, or hey man, we are looking for Unreal artists, and if you are free or if you want to job change, just ping us and get back to them. So you have to like put your skills there. So let's say even if you're exploring the architecture visualization, you have to show like what like what is the one thing is good at you, like what you're doing using Unreal Engine. People are using architecture for like like hundreds of years, but what you're doing using Unreal Engine, what's the breathtaking result, what are the mind-blowing result or renders you're creating inside the Unreal Engine. Then like again, if you use the social media, there are again good platform to showcase your portfolio. So uh like I have this LinkedIn, very powerful. So if you just go through my LinkedIn, you'll see like I'm a judge at the Game for Change. So that this is at USA. People ask me to be mentor at there. So again, like I've been doing this game development like over like 6 years, and I have know like what industry needs. And again, it's all the individuals when you're like hard work and passion. So you see, these are my previous company experience in the different segment of Unreal. So even I have touched all the fields inside the Unreal, whether it's a product visualization, whether it's game development, whether it's a simulation, or whether it's movie making. So I have been through all the industry within the Unreal Engine. So really matters like what you have done, and people will see these are the recommendation if you do like great work. So this is one of my student in Spain, basically Peru. He is the CEO of a digital media company, and he needs a training for shifting the real time news, like like commercial news to be shown using the Unreal Engine. So I trained him and his studio as well to do that thing. Then there is a product based. So it really matters like how you create your profile, how you show your like potential to the others. So it really matters. So this is me. If you just look at my experience, my projects, you'll see like I have list or the bunch of products which I have done. So it really shows like what you have done, what you know better. So let's say if I'm running a company and somehow I just saw your post, saw your like social media posts on Insta and other thing, then I'm definitely curious about like, hey, this guy has a great experience and he's doing very well. So let's ask him for the job opportunity, or maybe if he's looking for change. So that really matters how you create your profile. So that's one of the key factor on your portfolio section. So I there is like I stop after this competition, because when you start the professional journey, you don't have enough time to showcase the product, and then there's a company bond, so you can't breach the contract. So yeah, it's my whole indie level projects here. Companies love my portfolio because I wake the whole night to create this format and all. So this is from my college time. So again, people just look on like how extra mile you can go, and you already went. So when I just show my portfolio, so people usually ask like, why this kind of portfolio? Why not the normal, like what are the people used to do? So like everyone has their own goal, or you can say their own dream. So I want myself to be, like stand out from the crowd. So that's why the answer goes whenever they ask like about the portfolio. So if you go through my like resume properly, you'll get to know like from where I started and what my personal experience, what skills do I have. So as I mentioned, I am from the computer science background, and as well as I know the DCC tool as well. So it's complete package, you can say. So see, I have put a lot of hours on these 3D tools and the simulation tools to learn whole pipeline and implement inside the game engine. So again, don't just compare yourself to the next 10-year experience guy. You just started yourself today. So you just focus on your career, your learning, zone and all, and people will start slowly get to recognize you. So that's the mantra, basically secret recipe. So that's the thing.
Yeah.
But I can assure there is a lot of opportunity. So if you just look on the industry right now, Unreal is getting crazy. So yeah, that's the, I think, whole thing from my end.
Yeah. So, and to add on this, yes, to start on that path, MAAS Info provides you the courses. We offer you the right courses, and we offer you the right career guidance and opportunities. We'll provide you at the right time. So, so that hopefully that answers your question. Thanks, Hitesh, Mosen,